Today we're gonna be teaching you how to be an absolute boss at Fortnite. Everyone's heard of the recon scanner and railgun wall hack combo, but this trick takes it one step further. Alright, so we're here at the barn, and a fight's going on. So we recon scanner right here, and we can see them underneath. Oh my god, this is so broken. Bye! Oh no! Oh my god, Epic Games, what are you doing? In llama trick. In our most hated things of season 7 video, a ton of people said that they hated how hard it was to open llamas. And well, we actually found a really simple trick to ensure that you could open them pretty much instantly. Just crouch walk behind a llama and do this. Alright, here we go. Easy, easy. She didn't put up a fight, man. That was the easiest llama I've ever gotten. But next up, we have the railgun supply drop trick. The railgun doesn't just wall hack people through walls and even the floor. You can also get some practical use out of it. Alright, so supply drop over there, and... that is so easy. Oh my god, that is so easy. I don't think we've seen anything like this in Fortnite before. Who knew a laser rifle could do all this stuff? But from items to just an awesome tip, here's Season 7's best landing spot. If you're looking for the best place to land on Season 7's new map, then we have you covered. On the outskirts of the island, there's a place called Dampy Dish, and it's probably the most underrated drop I've ever seen. Not many people land here, and if you drop in the right spot, you could open up 2 henchman chests in 5 seconds. Every time I've landed here, I've gotten a gold or purple pump. It's super easy. There's also a free launch pad and IO cars here for when you need to dip and rotate away from the storm. It's literally perfect. I love the place. And if you get a hand cannon in one of these chests, then you gotta listen to the Deagle trick. With the hand cannon being back, so is one of the best wall replace tricks in the entire game. Just shoot out an enemy's wall when it's weak and then replace it. It's that simple and nobody expects this. We're all used to the Deagle being vaulted, so take advantage of this while you can. But we're gonna flip things on their head with the inverted railgun trick. We've seen the railgun do a lot of things, but almost no one has thought of this trick. If you find yourself always getting shot through your box by railgun spammers, then don't worry, you can now use it to your advantage. Yeah, why shoot through other people's builds when you can just shoot through your own? It's a super easy way to get kills. But if you're a V-Bucks fan, get ready for the Battle Pass V-Bucks trick. So Fortnite's brought back Battle Stars, and they're pretty much their own currency now, but a lot of people didn't know that you could really take advantage of this. While you probably have a huge urge to spend all these straight away, do not do it, save them. As you earn more pages, you'll unlock more things to buy, and if you're all saved up on Battle Stars, you can spend them all on V-Bucks. And suddenly, you have a ton of V-Bucks before you've even gotten any Battle Pass items. But another tip you cannot afford to ignore is the glitch vending machine one. So you might have heard that there's one vending machine out there on the map that is super glitched, and it's true. You can spend 100 gold to roll for a mystery item. But we tried this with 1,000 gold and bought it 10 times, and wow, this thing is a scam. Our tip is simply just avoid doing it. Most of the time, it's either useless loot, and when you do get the exotic, it's really not even worth the gold you've already spent. But things get overpowered with the recon scanner RPG trick. So we tried to rocket ride literally everything when a new season comes out, and while some are cool, most items just don't work. You either blow up, die from falling damage, or you just can't ride it at all. Well, here's good news. In Season 7, Epic has added probably the best rocket riding weapon of all time. 3, 2, 1. Hey, let's go, it worked! Rotation, that's a strat right there. How far away are you guys? 150 meters, not bad, not bad. It's perfect for rocket rides. And another perfect trick is the destroying the launch pad one. The launch pads are finally back and everyone is loving it. But one of the most annoying things is when you're followed by someone hunting you down. And there's a simple solution to this. Just edit your ramp right after placing the launch pad, and then you can use it and destroy it at the same time. Pretty neat, right? And so is the stunning llamas trick. So earlier, we showed you how to sneak up on llamas for easy loot, but if you can't do that, then we have 3 more tips for how to stun them. First, you can shoot it with a railgun or a recon scanner for an easy stun. But the best way to do it is just hit it with your car, or like a UFO. It works, but speaking of UFOs, we have something really cool that no one's talking about, which is the secret UFO drop. You gotta admit, everyone loves driving the UFOs and being the one who spams, but it's kinda hard to get one after you first drop on the island. And we have the perfect solution for that. There's actually a super secret UFO spawn that no one knows about. Just head to the bridge near Corny Complex, and if you go underneath it, a UFO is hidden inside the bushes for you to take. And if you go straight to the UFO, you can also go to Corny and get a ton of free eliminations before people loot up. It's so broken. It's almost as broken as the free spaz every game. Okay, there's an NPC at Believer's Beach that sells a purple pump for 100 gold, and it's an amazing start to your game. But if you don't have the gold, there's an amazing and quick route you can take to get the 100 gold every single game and buy the shotgun. Here's Free guaranteed spads every single game. It's so broken. But moving on, we have the railgun exploit phase. You've seen in this video alone just how insanely broken the railgun is. And while people use the gun to shoot enemies through people's builds, this trick is way better. Whenever an enemy boxes up, just get close to their build and use the railgun to phase right in. It's foolproof, works every time, and no one expects it. And you definitely wouldn't expect this next one to work, which is the UFO supply drop trick. Okay, since you can shoot down a supply drop instantly with a railgun, we wanted to test can a UFO do the same thing, and so we tried it. Alright, let's see if this actually works. Oh my god, it just obliterated it! Yeet! Where'd it go? Oh, there it is! Dude, that is so fast! As you can see, it worked perfectly. And so does always eliminating the IO guards. Alright, in the past, IO guards have been really overpowered and had some insane aimbot. But this season, Epic has toned them down a bit, and it's nice. You can avoid them and not worry about getting sniped from across the map. But our tip is to never avoid an IO guard. If you see one, always take them out because they actually have a really high chance of dropping heals and they carry the railgun. Not only is this an awesome way to loot up, but they are so easy to eliminate now. But the IO guards aren't the only amazing thing at the satellite dishes. There's also permanent launch pads. So if you find yourself needing to rotate out of the storm, then don't forget that there are permanent launch pads all around the island. Just look out for a satellite dish, head there, and there's a guaranteed launch pad. Super helpful for every situation, so learn where they spawn and they'll help you more than you can imagine. But a trick for ray gun fans is how to get the legendary Chimera ray gun. Yeah, so the ray gun is pretty strong in some situations, but you could actually make this thing even more powerful, and a lot of people don't know this. So you could only find a blue ray gun around the map, but there's a secret way to find a purple and even a gold version. Just use it on an upgrade bench and you can get yourself these better versions. We tried the gold one and it melted everybody. I'm gonna keep it real with you, it might not be the best deal for your gold, but if you love the ray gun, you know, do it. And that's why you have to pay attention to the vending machine trick. So vending machines are back, and we have one simple tip for you. Always check them. They are one of the best additions this season and take gold instead of materials. And unlike NPCs, they're not overpriced. Minis are 30 gold, a blue pump is 50. It's an insane deal. They will change your game immediately, so check every single one you see and keep an eye out for them. And another straightforward effective tip is about the IO cars. Another pretty simple piece of advice. If you want the best way to get around the map and can't get your hands on a UFO, grab an IO car. They spawn at the blue smoke and at every single IO base. They are literally the fastest car on the map right now, even faster than the Whiplash. You have to get these when you find them. It would be stupid to pass up, and it's by far one of the best ways to get around. But you cannot forget about the NPC gifts. So last season, Epic added it so that NPCs give us gifts when we talk to them. But with Season 7, gold is so overpriced, it's literally extortion. And because of that, almost no one talks to NPCs anymore. But you can't forget about the gifts. You can get minis, medkits, even a spaz. So if you've been neglecting these guys, you're missing out on some insane free loot. But they're not the only overlooked feature because obviously we have to talk about nuts and bolts. Side grading is easier than ever before with the new Season 7 crafting feature, but it can be pretty hard to find nuts and bolts around the map, especially if you can't find the frickin' toolboxes. But we have a trick to solve that. At the middle of the map, Brick sells nuts and bolts for only 25 gold. Side grading is so important this season to get your ideal loadout, and you're crazy if you're not considering how much it can help your playstyle. Not to mention, I get the rapid fire SMG with this method every single game, and it's just so broken. But it's nowhere near as broken as talking about the fastest gold farming method out there. So payphones around the map actually let us earn gold, but honestly, sometimes it's just way too tedious, okay? So we wanted to show you guys two reliable spots where you can just farm gold quickly. Forget recon, scanning for safes, or looking in cash registers, go to these places. Firstly, there's Believer's Beach, where you can find a laundromat with a ton of washers and dryers. This place gives you 90 to 120 gold in under a minute. It's that route we showed you earlier for the free spaz. But the second spot is in Misty Meadows. It's a wooden house with a dance floor, and there's dozens of red couches and chairs to farm for gold. If you visit both of these places in Team Rumble, you can get up to 300 gold in a couple of minutes. It is super helpful, especially when Epic's trying to shove gold down our throat, and, you know, it gives you an advantage. But our number one tip is talking about the railgun again. We showed you shooting through floors, we showed you how to phase into builds, and also how to snipe people from inside a box. But the railgun has one more super OP use. If someone's boxed up, you can shoot through their floor and cone and then replace it. It's so broken against builds that not even the cone and floor combo can stop it. It's instant piece control, and man, this thing is just impossible to counter. You'd have to have insane reflexes to protect yourself against this exploit. But these are the most helpful tips in Fortnite Season 7.